Fitting the JTV sports commentators for 10 plus years, Ray Hines from MVP Sports Store. Good morning, Ray.
Morning. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's been a while. Did you have a good summer?
Yeah, like Bart and I were saying, it's just been too fast.
I know.
I mean, it just flew by.
I know.
Seems like for everybody it says that.
Everybody says that.
Everyone's saying that. Yeah, it's just it gets
What do you
shorter.
say?
The kids.
The kids are saying that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I think part of it is we had such a beautiful summer.
We did have a
Yeah.
beautiful summer.
Yeah, a lot of good weather.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, and this is an example of the work of MVP Sports Store, the JTV T-shirt,
Yeah.
which you see at events all over town.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Got
It's
our
good.
commentator gear out. And these are one of our most popular items,
Yeah.
the dad hat.
The
we
dad
ordered these
hat.
a few years ago
Yeah.
from you, and that's what they call them upstairs, the
Yeah.
dad
The
hats.
dad hats.
It's
Yeah.
either a dad hat or a trucker hat
Trucker
anymore. man.
hat,
You
yeah.
can't get your hands on them.
I know. It seems like the trends in uniforms, they're going crazier and crazier. I think of these baseball uniforms. What's the latest trend when someone comes in? What are they looking for?
Sublimation is big in uniforms, and the thing about that is you can do anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you put anything you want on the shirt anywhere, and you see it. It's really big in softball.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the softball teams are crazy what they have.
Yeah.
And one of the big ones we did, I think it was a few years ago, was Lumen Christi fishing,
Yes.
and that one turned out great. I mean, and they had a lot of sponsors on it,
Right.
obviously, and they look cool. And it's a nice, you do it in performance shirts, you can do it in hoodies, all kinds of different products. So works out pretty nice with anything you want to do.
Yeah, and you guys do the majority of all that in-house. I know you've invested in new machines to speed up processes and be able to take on more. And you guys do anything from corporate, sports, to business, correct?
Yeah, and that's kind of a misconception because of our name and how we
Right.
started. I mean, it was just a couple guys in a garage, and we were coaches, so it was sports teams that we were hooked up with. And a lot of different companies now that we deal with, just word of mouth, and obviously a lot of nice advertising, and you get your name out, and people that coach, they have jobs, and a lot of companies that just need stuff for their employees and
there's
gear for everybody.
There's like nothing that doesn't exist to put your logo on now. I mean,
No,
you can
that's
almost
right.
do
Yeah.
anything. I saw, I think in one of your catalogs, I saw a little Velcro thing that you could wind up your iPhone cord with and put a logo on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
The
you can do
promotional
whatever you-
products are big, and it kind of had a lull for a while. I don't know why, but those are really coming back.
Good.
Promotional products. So
You work with a lot of great clients in Jackson. It's advanced, I think.
That's a tough logo to embroider, isn't
yeah, it's
it?
a little tricky. It really is. We went through a few iterations, which is what we typically do to get everything right, how the customer wants it, and some of them are kind of hard to put together. This one, I think I got a screenshot of the. Yeah, there it is. That's the actual embroidery file on a screen.
Yeah, and you guys do it all right there, show you what it's going to look like,
Yep.
pick your color thread, things
Yep.
like that. One thing that's nice about, and this has happened to us many times, where I'll order something and you'll say, how about doing this with the thread?
Yeah.
It's nice. You guys know what's going to look good on what.
Yeah.
There's this new machine.
That's a new machine. It's like top of the line. It really speeds up production. I mean, it takes some jobs and cuts time in half just because of the process on the machine.
That's screen printing.
Yep. And that was at Western, the Parma logo we did on that.
That screen printing machine, every time I'm in there, I feel like if I would even attempt to spend 5 seconds on it, I'd break that machine.
No, it's pretty robust.
Really?
Yeah. You really have to do something wrong to break it.
I would miss a
It's
step.
foolproof. There's a lot of sensors and safety.
Yeah.
So you can see safety bars on it, and there's sensors for everything that moves on the
What
machine. So.
talk about the technology here compared to when you first started in the business?
Well, when you start, you're pushing ink with a squeegee. It's all manual. We rarely use our manual machine. It just sits in the corner because we have two automatics. And the first automatic we purchased was a starter. It was, I don't want to say low end. We've worked the heck out of it for sure. But this one it's got it's Wi-Fi cable, so if you have any issues, you can contact the company that built it, and they can log in and help you out. It's touch screen, so you can see everything you're doing on every station.
It's like when JTV started, we bought that starter camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Remember the starter camera?
Yeah, Brandon remembers that.
Yeah, but it's really a great machine as far as production, because it takes jobs that would take 4 hours and cuts it literally in half, because you can just process the job twice as fast.
When you guys first started MVP, did you ever think you'd be working with the variety of businesses that you're currently working with now?
Not really. You just never know. I mean, you didn't know from starting in the garage to where you'd be, and then we bought a building, we added on, it's full.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have a lot of room to move in there now, but you just don't know. But like I said, we're dealing with sports teams, and all those guys coaching, they all work. And, word gets around to anything you need. So
every time I come by, I try and bring our mutual friend Andrew Sargent with me, and he uses the bathroom there if he has to. But you guys are great with all customers and spend so much time with all the customers. Is that just kind of how you guys are?
Yeah, I mean, you try to be. You want to get as much info up front from anybody. And I mean, Brad, he's a people person for sure. So he's good to have up front, talking with everybody about what they need.
We do a lot of shirts and apparel for a lot of the teams all throughout the area, school teams, travel teams, little leagues. And one thing I've noticed, you support all these teams as well. You are one of the sponsors of so many of these leagues, and not only do you make the apparel, but you also support the schools and the teams that are your customers.
Yeah, absolutely. You try to, anything you do to help them out, because a lot of those teams are on tight budgets. I mean, they do a lot of fundraising stuff, so you get an opportunity to sponsor. Yeah,
a lot of the teams you work with, right? They might not have the football budget, right? Things like that. So you're dealing with people doing some fundraising and things like that. What's the lead time? Like if I've got an event and I need 100 shirts, what's the lead time on that?
We try to keep everything within 2 weeks.
Nice.
We've had some times this year where we've been just totally swamped and get hit with some big jobs and it gets bumped out. But we try to schedule so we can, squeeze things in if somebody needs something, because believe it or not, things sneak up on people. Even an event that was scheduled last year, you go, oh man, I gotta get some shirts or towels or some hats, whatever.
What's the goofiest thing you've ever put a logo on?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. We just did some goofies, I don't know. We did some bow cases recently.
Oh, that's cool.
For a team that was in an international bow shooting competition.
Cool.
I don't know, it's kind of...
You know what a great idea is for a smaller team like basketball, softball, baseball, is to get embroidered book bags or embroidered equipment bags. Yeah. That's always cool. The teammates feel special. They're the only ones with that. It's very cool.
Yeah, you get them, numbers and names on too. Yeah, for the kids. So.
Cool.
Great idea.
Cool. Well, we'll be over to see you soon as high school football is starting this week. We can't believe it.
I know.
And we'll be airing a game live Thursday. So can't wait.
Yeah. And again this year, the MVP Sports Store pregame show starts every game broadcast, as it has for more than 15 years on JTV Sports. It's amazing. Thank you for all your...
Works good for us, that's for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it. See you soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Ray.
Yep.
MVP Sports Store owner, Ray Hines. We will preview the Civil War muster coming up next on The Morning Show.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Hi, I'm Phil Tripp from Tripp's Collision Centers in Jackson, Lansing, and soon to be East Lansing.
And I'm Barb Tripp, inviting you to join us at this year's Civil War Muster on Saturday, August 27th and Sunday, August 28th at the Cascades.
This year's event will feature food galore, arts and crafts, historical demonstrations, and of course the reenactment battles will start at 2 p.m. both days. Join us as we remember our nation's history on August 27th and 28th at the Civil War Muster.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on jtv.tv, YouTube, and Experience Jackson social channels.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence, the confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
Improving the air quality in your home isn't a luxury, it's improving your family's lives. Our staff do each job carefully, completely, and with great attention paid to you, the homeowner. We take care to leave each home better than we found it, and when you take your first breath after one of our cleanings, I'm sure you'll agree. We can help keep your home cleaner and your air safer by scheduling a cleaning today. Ducks, we're your indoor air professionals.